Good morning, dear friends. Please sit down, please sit down. You know, watching the football, I've got into a playful mood. How many of you would like to join me playing football this morning? Be very honest and frank. You all love to play, right? Yes. But then the topic of this morning is discipline. And this morning we have the assembly. So I think I'll just put this football for a minute. Let's focus on the assembly, right? No, I love football. My father was a footballer in school and college. And I'd like to talk about my childhood and where discipline comes in. My father was a captain of the team in school, in college. He then joined a multinational company and he led his team you have the, I don't know how many of you in Canada or Bombay, but we have the league matches there, and he used to be at the Cooperage grounds playing for his team, besides holding a very responsible position in the corporate world. As a son, he wanted me to have an overall education, not just be a sportsman. And so he refrained me, he sort of disciplined me and said, no, you will not spend hours playing football. I love football, okay? And so I was given just 1 hour to play football, and that's discipline. 1 hour. Because my parents didn't want me to tire myself too much before I went back home, do my homework for the next day, and go to sleep and get up early in the morning. You know, the lesson about getting up early in the morning, sleeping early, those were things that I was taught when I was young. The other part of discipline which I'd like to share with you, I know none of you are 7, you've crossed the age of 7, but when I was between 6 and 7, I would have shared 2 different stories. One discipline that my father, and he used to read the newspaper, and I would go up to him and say, Daddy, what is this? And he would look at, now I know it's a stock exchange report of all the corporates, you know, and their share prices, and I would say, Daddy, what's this? And he's telling me, son, why don't you read the newspaper yourself and you'll understand and have answers to all these questions. So from a very early age, we used to get the Times of India those days in Bombay, and I began to read. I couldn't understand it in the beginning. I just had the discipline of reading. First the headlines of the first page, and then I did not become a banker because he used to read economic news. And that just watching my dad read that got me inquisitive, okay? And actually the sports page. It didn't stop there. My mother said, look, don't just read the newspaper, you've got to listen to news. And when we got back from school at home, there was the All India Radio news capsule for 10 minutes at 2 o'clock. 2 in the afternoon, we had school very, very early. We used to start 6:45. The 2 in the afternoon to 2:10 was the news capsule in English. But around it was wrapped a 1 hour, that's from 1:30 to 2:30, around it was wrapped a 1 hour program on Western music. Western classical music, Western range of music, the history of music. Today when I look back, I'm saying my love for music comes from there. My knowledge of things come from the early discipline. I'm going to just ask you 2 questions. Guys, so back, can you hear me out? And some of you have met me the last time. Did you enjoy that session?
Class 11.
I'm addressing the future leaders of the nation, right at the back and the front. Do you realize that you are the future leaders of this nation? Some of you might come with a shock, but some of you must have known it by now. But the future of the nation is in your hands. Now, it's very important. This particular topic, discipline, is very important. I'm going to ask you 2 questions. This morning I'm going to cover something on the National Patriotic Project that we have begun across the country. Article 51A of the Constitution talks about our fundamental duties. And the very first duty, and let me read out this to you, because you can do this as a homework, you can go and look at every clause in this. What's it called? The Constitution of India. What's it called? And what am I talking about? The fundamental duties of every citizen of India. And where is it to be found in the Constitution? Article 51A. The first clause of which says, it shall be the duty of every citizen of India to abide by the Constitution and respect its ideals and institutions, the national flag and the national anthem. I'm going to just throw 2 questions, one tough and one easy. Okay? Which one would you like first? The tough one or the easy one? The tough one. Brilliant. Can I just applaud you, no matter what the answer is? That is a good choice, okay? So the tough question. You've all seen the national flag? Can you tell me the name of the person who designed our national flag? Can you stand up and just shout out loud for everyone? Well, I wish it was, but no. Anyone? Anyone? I know it's a tough question. What do you call it? It's a tough question. Yes. King Ashoka, no. He lived many, many years earlier. Yes. Yes. I mean, just stand up. You have to stand up. No. Okay, I believe. Tell me. No, it was an Indian. Very much an Indian. It is anyone, teachers, parents, anyone. Yes. No, that is the author of the national song. You're right, but the national song, not the national anthem. Not the national flag. Yeah. Anyone else? Okay, his name, and it's very sad that he doesn't get acknowledged. And let me tell you a little secret. I did not know it too until this morning. Okay, it's a very tough question, a very tough answer. Not many people know this. But his name is Pingali Venkaya. What's his name? Pingali Venkaya. Pingali Venkaya sounds like a South Indian from Andhra Pradesh. That's what I imagine. I'm not going to research further to understand. You can do a Google. But Pingali Venkaya is his name. Unfortunately not her. Okay? Do a Google, do a little research. Now the easy one, I'm waiting for that. Yes? Who is the author of our national anthem? Yes, all of you can stand up and shout. Yeah, can you talk for everyone? Okay, now the Rabindranath Tagore. Look, I just want to appreciate the principal and Mrs. Rita Malhotra, your coordinator for this work that goes with the assembly. What struck me as I was sitting there was the fact that you start the morning with prayer. And I was watching the children. I really appreciate the way you come with your hearts into the assembly, praying very morning. Well done. You deserve an applause. This is from my heart, really. I really appreciate what you're doing. And may I encourage you to keep this for the rest of your life, not just in school, start the day with prayer. And start the day with the assembly, not the assembly, but start the day with singing the national anthem. This morning I'm talking to future leaders of India. May I encourage you to take that home when you go and share it with your parents. You've got one set of parents here, so that's great to see you. But can I request each one of you to go back and share with your parents what you've learned at the assembly today and every day? And when you go back today and every day, can you sing the national anthem with your parents? With your siblings? Okay? That's your duty. The second duty I'd like to talk about, which is in almost the second last clause of this Article 51A, is it shall be the duty of every citizen to strive towards excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activity, so that the nation constantly rises to higher levels of endeavor and achievement. I really like the way we talk about excellence in sports, excellence in academics. The school is here to bring the best out in you, right? Okay? May I encourage you to do this? Can we have everyone participate in this morning's assembly? We're just about to stand up and sing our national anthem. But before we do that, just one more question. Do you know the duration of the national anthem? Tell me. Wonderful, that's the correct answer, 52 seconds. Okay? May I request the music teachers to give them a good applause? They really work hard behind the scenes with the music. And can we just have a session? The keyboardists, if I could just request you to keep the metronome beat at 122 beats per minute. And can we have the keyboard leading with the beat, and of course the tune and the harmonium and the tabla. But in the tabla, if you can follow the beat there, that will be the correct beat. Yeah? Now with those of you who love music, art and culture, I believe there's an art and culture part of the students' council. Just remember this, 52 seconds can be reached. Music is mathematical. 52 seconds can be reached if you have the metronome set at 122 beats per minute. Okay, can you all ride? One beat, feet together, hands straight, back straight, chins held up high, and let's sing the... Okay, while we get the beat right, let's sing our national anthem with pride, passion, and precision in 52 seconds. Okay? Are we ready? Yeah? Sorry, may I invite the parents to come and join us here? And Lisa ma'am to join us here?
No, he said he recorded.
We are talking about discipline.